I'm down at the Titanic quarters for Titanic Dubs. I'm also in Bangor today for the Ford Capri show. And hello again. My name is Philip, and if you're watching this now, you're watching it on my YouTube channel, which is called RetroPhil82. Why is it called RetroPhil82? That is because that was my gamer tag on the Xbox when I set up my YouTube account. I never initially intended to make any videos, but I did. And I just stuck with the name. Both Titanic Dubs and that Capri Club show are shows I visited myself in the past. And well, maybe back in 2015 I took my wee Golf Mark III Cabrio down to the Titanic Dubs, and I had my Volkswagen Touran, and maybe a year or two after that the Capri Club and holds a wee show down in Bangor. Yes, I had my Ford Focus down there as well for that. So yeah, it's both shows that I know, but yeah, I've only Japanese cars around me now. I'm in the wee jazz here at the minute. For yeah, why drive the van down it when it's not actually in the show? The jazz is much cheaper to run and much easier to get parked, and I'm not as worried about parking it either. But anyway, there's two shows on today. I sort of need to choose because yes, you can't be in two places at once. That's impossible. Or is it? Now, all these Volkswagens and Audis and German cars are nice, but for me, this is the holy grail of Volkswagens. And my favourite Volkswagen of all time, the Mark III VR6. I think that's my favourite Ford here. It's just clean. It's such a nice ride height. Everything was done that is done very, very well. So if I get an award, the big award that it is, the Retro Phil 82 Ford of the day, I'll give it this Mark II Escort. Now, this here is very, very nice to see a car was been preserved. I came here in 2015 and I remember this Golf being here, and here it is, still in the same condition. And if I remember right, it had an IDTT dashboard. I think the guy was from Scotland and came over for the day. Here we are. Yep, it is the car I was speaking about. I believe that guy is from Scotland, and it's very, very nice to see a car not only been modified but been kept well and been looked after and been preserved. You can be sure that's a car that is very well loved. I like those Ford Probes. Now, for me, I'm old school. I've been modifying cars now from the late 90s, early 2000s, and for me, this is the best car here. No, and that's what it's all about. It's about standing out. It's about making your car one of a kind. Nobody else has another car in here like that. And if there's one car was drawing attention, it's that car there. So just a wee bit of word, and this is the start of it. Max is coming back. For me, I'm old school, so for me, that's where it's at. And when making your car one of a kind, why spend the money customizing your car for it just to look common and look the same as everybody else's? And that's a young girl there with she's been bold. She's done her own thing, and she doesn't care what the crowd thinks. She's done her own thing. She's made the car her own. The car stands out, and so everybody wants to look at it, whether you like it or you don't. Personally, I do. You can't deny it's one of a kind, and it's getting attention. Look at that there. Yeah, there's nice. I apologise if the Ford guys don't like me saying this, but I think my favourite car here is not a Ford. That there looks fantastic. And really, really well done. That looks like new. As far as Audis goes, for me personally, this is my favourite. I love the deep red. I love the wheels. Again, they've done something a little different. They haven't just went for the traditional choices. They've put a set of wheels on it there what nobody else in the place has. As far as my favourite cars of the day goes, I would have to give my favourite Volkswagen to the green Scirocco there. I would give my favourite Audi to this one here. Personally, I really like it. This is a car I'm very fond of, the Ford Probe, and it's a car I wish were more popular. Here we have two sitting side by side. I think the probe, I think it was a catastrophic error by Ford that these weren't rear wheel drive. I think if these had been back wheel drive, they'd have been legendary by now, because it looks the right sort of car. What you could have made like a drift spec sort of Ford out of it. There's quite a rare wee car coming now too, is the wee Ford Puma. This is this event is hosted by the Capri Club. So yes, the majority of the cars here are the Ford Capris, but they do welcome all our Fords. Vento. Some blingy wheels on the Bora. That's very cool, and it's nice to see one of these Boras in actually good condition. So many of them wrecked nowadays, with young boys wrecking at them, but it's nice to see one that's been well kept. Seeing GLA seats on it. I think the GLA was the American version of the Bora. Now we've got the American spec bumpers there on it too. New York. Very, very clean looking wee Ford Mondeo. I believe it's a Bullet Mustang. I'm always attracted to the bright colours. Some arches in this one. A bit of beef. No, I think the wheels are letting it down there at the back. I think if those wheels had been set out just another wee bit. I definitely like this Audi and the colour. If you guys watch my channel, you know I'm into my model cars and modifying the model cars, and very recently, only a couple of weeks ago, modified one of these. I'll maybe pop in a picture there of it. So nice to see the real version. The Ford guys and the Volkswagen guys are the same, but very different. They're the same as in how prestigious they keep their cars and how they look after them, but well, the Volkswagen guys are all about style and about, you know, the looks and the appearance of the cars. Well, the Ford guys is all, you know, it's quite sensible, and everything's very stock, and everything sort of, you know, it's the same. It's but that's not to say I don't like them. They're very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found a Mercedes. So the winner of the best Mercedes from Retrofil 82 is this one here. I spotted this imposter here. It doesn't look very German. I don't know what this guy thinks he's playing at here in this wee Mazda. So he's sort of invaded. Yeah, I think the best Mercedes goes to the only Mercedes. I don't know what it is about Mazda MX-5 owners, but they seem to invade every show. So I really enjoyed looking around the cars there at the Titanic Dubs, and I would like to spend more time looking around those cars, but I do want to go down to Bangor now and try and catch the Ford guys before they head home. So hopefully be able to, I don't know, get a bit of content on the Fords. I have to say it's a nice change going to a show just as a spectator. You're seeing everybody cleaning like mad, and normally that's me, so it's nice to actually just roll into a show and just walk around it, and who cares about my car out in the car park. Now the dub scene is certainly a very cool sort of thing. I like this here. It's old school, but it's modern style wheels and stuff on it. I think this looks cool. Unbelievable how big that there looks whenever it's amongst all these other cars. So there you have it, 2 shows in one day, and yes, I cannot be in 2 places at one time, but if you're watching this video right now, you can be. You've just visited Titanic Dubs and Bangor, and if you like anything in the video, give me a hand out and hit subscribe on the channel. 2 very different shows between the Volkswagen guys there in the Titanic and the Ford guys down here in Bangor. The Ford guys, they love their cars and they're very enthusiastic about their cars. Just a completely different style from like what the Volkswagen and Audi guys are doing there. Personally, I prefer the modified scene, and a lot of those Fords, for me, there's so much I would love to do to them, and but yeah, those guys would maybe disagree and then say I'm ruining them. But I like a modified car, and as long as it's done well and done tastefully. So I've had a very good day there in terms of car shows, and the weather, it did hold up, and the sun's even coming out here again. I've had a sort of a bad day in terms of equipment with the tripod, a leg breaking off it, and I don't know what happened to the lens on this camera, but it's I've got a wee crack on it, so I can't use the wide angle lens without sort of the picture get this wee like blare on it from the wee crack is causing that. But if you've made it to this stage in the video, thank you very much for watching. I don't know what way this is going to work out, or how am I going to edit this here to put it together and to make it something worth watching, but I'll see how I figure it out, and hopefully I can make it interesting enough that you wanted to stick it out to this part of the video. So thanks very much for watching. Again, like, I'm a tiny, as far as YouTube goes, I'm a tiny channel, and but there's a few people that's give me a chance, and they've had subscribe for me, and thank you very much to those people for doing that, because it does encourage me, and without that bit of encouragement, I would, it's time to juggle in my head. Is this worth my while? Should I give it up, or should I stop bothering myself doing this here? But I enjoy doing it. But yes, it is nice when you get those few subscribers coming on, because it makes me sort of say to myself, and maybe I'm doing something right here. Maybe people seeing something what I'm doing, and I don't know. Thanks very much for watching, and I don't know when I'll be next making a video, or what it will be about, but I'll see you when I see you, and thanks again. Bye bye.